Hello people, my name is Meatloaf Man, and yes, yesterday I beat 4520 mode in Ultimate Custom Night, and I am very happy about that. But some of you may be wondering how you actually beat the 4520 mode. Well, today I will be explaining how to do that. But the few things you need to know is the 5 I turned off is Foxy, Puppet, Jacko Chica, Nightmare BB, Funtime Foxy. I will explain that in a bit, but for now, just trust me. Don't click off the video, but just so yeah. Frick, I clicked on a different Massapow! Trying to find Meatloaf Man. Here he is. So if I go to my news vid, this is the winning run. I'm gonna get it on screen right here. And
have you heard of the Meatloaf Man? The Meatloaf Man, the Meatloaf.
yes, I've heard of the Meatloaf Man. So here is where you are going to see how this is. So, first I want to actually explain why I turned off those people. Nightmare BB is just like a me issue. Like, Nightmare BB, I kind of just have a personal problem with always paying attention to him when there's so much other things going on. Funtime Foxy and Puppet, I don't think I have to explain. Jacko Chica sucks because she wastes a lot of power. And Foxy at 20. Obviously, I had Foxy at 1 to get that high score screen. But Foxy at 20? He sucks. He absolutely sucks. Because he's gonna come all the time. And he comes so much and doesn't leave, and when he gets in your office, you're dead. Unless you're at like 5 a.m. And there was only one time he ever got him in my office, but let's get it over with here. So let's see what I have to do here.
Right now,
So, what I did there, when you start the night, remember to do these 3 things. Press space S1. That will turn off the fan and turn on the power generator to save as much power as possible while also going on the cameras. And when you start the game, you want to have your mouse here. So when you flip up the camera, this is where it'll be, the duck system. And when you switch over to the duck system, switch your hand to F to block Balloon Boy if he's there. And then open it. I don't know why, but here. But for some reason, you could lure your spot here and have this open, and Happy Frog won't kill you. To the far left, here.
3.
And then you come here and go to Toy Freddy. You have to do Toy Freddy, and if you hear and while you're on Toy Freddy's cam, about this time, like 7 seconds in, hold Z for the Freddles and Phantom Freddy, and start spamming C because Old Man Consequences. If you hear Nightmare or Nightmare Fredbear, just quickly do A and D and then switch back. But if Toy Freddy, if there is Bucket Bob in his area, then just exit the night and come back. And you see, after I do that, RNG based characters. Did I remember? Alright, so you didn't see, I don't know why it wasn't there, but, Switch, it's because of the FPS. RNG based characters. Make sure to switch to Cam 02. It is essential, because that gets rid of 4 animatronics. So, it gets rid of the plush dudes and Rockstar Chica. And you can't take your camera off that camera. You can't take your mouse to another camera throughout the whole night. So just keep yourself on that cam no matter what. And then when you flip down, even though Jacko Chica is not on, it is also still essential to have the fan on, because what the fan does is if you're at a degrees temperature over 100, then your oxygen starts depleting real fast and Phantom Freddy starts coming real fast. So whenever you have the power generator on, because we're gonna have to switch between power generator, heater, and a global music box. Whenever you have the power generator on, you're going to want to use the fan to keep yourself at a low temperature. When Old Man Consequences comes, obviously catch the fish. If I'm doing something else, I spam. But if he's kind of just there, I time it. It's easy. And Old Man Consequences, if you miss him, but if you just got off the camera, it doesn't matter, because you won't be able to go on it again. I mean, you won't have to go on it again. I have Foxy in this night, but just completely ignore him. But if you're in a situation like me where you share this account, for Foxy, all you do is when you have the opportunity, when Foxy's on the desk, press W to close the vent, to block Mangle and Wither Chica, and then go on the camera until Bonnie's on the desk. Well, frick. There, I missed it. I'm actually frick now. And then, like I said, you have to turn on the fan. Whatever will I do? Phone Guy. It may not sound like it, but here are some of the threats. By the way, Rockstar Bonnie and Toy Freddy, they may sound like threats, but they're just RNG, and only like 5% of the time they kill you. Rockstar Bonnie only killed me like 2% of the time, but Toy Freddy like 5%. Like, bro, they are not a threat at all. But the real threats are Nightmarian. He sucks because he's there and he blocks your office, and sometimes he kills you if he's in a dumb spot and you're trying to mute Phone Guy, and he is just very annoying, and he blocks spots like Freddy, Fazcoins. Another thing to worry about, Phone Guy, if you don't get him, it's almost game over, because basically, Music Man, which is the other threat, it is possible to survive Music Man, but that's if you have no fan, global music box, or none, and you have the only noise, which that means that you're not able to literally do anything. So Phone Guy also sucks. Chica sucks too, because Chica at this point is also just kind of RNG based, because I would have the global music box for a while and she would still kill me. And let me tell you what here and global music box are essential for. Global music box, you could get Lefty with it, and you could actually get Chica without going to her cam and changing the music if you have it on constantly. So what I do is when Music Man comes, I do 1, and then when he's like, psh, and then when he's like, psh, 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 I switch to 3 for a bit to blow away 4 of the mediocre melodies, because Happy Frog does not get fooled by the heater. So Happy Frog, and that's why I went to the duct and placed that lure. But make sure to only do that for a short time, because you want a low temperature. And global music box, like I said, Chica and Lefty. And if you're just saying, oh, if you have a high temperature, you could just use AC to make it go faster. Don't use AC. It uses the same amount of noise as the power generator, and also uses the same amount of power as like 2 doors. As like 3 usage bars. It sucks. Do not use AC, whatever you do. So, if we're continuing,
anytime soon.
the beginning is one of the most fast-paced parts in the night. The other fast-paced parts are just, if you flip down the camera and there's literally everything going on, those parts are intense, but there are times where you will survive those. I got used to them, and I survived them. Oh! Thank you, Toy Bonnie. You reminded me to talk about the toys. And Funtime Chica. Funtime Chica is actually a help in this night. She's supposed to distract you, but if anything, if your ventilation is low here, Funtime Chica actually brightened up the room, kind of. And Toy Bonnie, if I'm correct, the toys make your ventilation lower. What's that? Wait. I think I'm bleeding. I have to finish this video though. But not Withered Bonnie, because Withered Bonnie honestly does not come at all. Withered Bonnie is that he comes when your camera is up, like FNAF 2, but he doesn't force you out. You just kind of hear the sound. But since you have to be on the camera for some time for him to show up, and you only go on the camera to reset the ventilation. So Withered Bonnie won't get you. So Withered Bonnie's basically eliminated. And also, something to talk about with the toys is if you're at a low ventilation and one of the toys are coming, if it's understandable like this, like say if it's at like this, then you could put on the mask and then reset the ventilation. But if it's like really low, cause you're gonna want to wait till the ventilation is low like this, cause you want to go on the camera as few times as possible. Then definitely do that first, and then go for the toys. And when you go on the camera, be sure. So press AW to block Freddy and events. Oh yeah, by the way, if you hear anybody from the vents or see like Springtrap, Molten Freddy entered, anybody, just ignore them cause you'll get rid of all of them when you go on the cameras anyway. Just make sure you don't accidentally go on the cameras. That sometimes happens and I die. So yeah. Also, you also have to be cautious on wearing 3D sound headphones if you don't wear them. That's still fine. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it makes Ballora a hell of a lot easier. Because Ballora used to be a threat for me until I started wearing headphones. It makes it so much more clear where she is, and she's kind of just like an NPC now. And you see me doing this sometimes, like where I just flick to the right real quick. That's to see if Nightmare or BB or JJ are there. Just in case I missed a sound or something. Like see, Nightmare was there. Okay, back to the cameras. Before you go on the camera, at some point you'll just memorize where it is. It's like right here. And then you go on the camera, reset the ventilation, immediately flip down. Every single time you flip down the camera, put on the mask because of Golden Freddy right here. And also when you flip down the camera, press F. Like camera, like there are a lot of things going on when you go on the camera. Like look here. Yeah, that is quite a lot. I'm 16 minutes into this recording and we're only 58 seconds into the night. So from that's really all the important stuff that you need to hear. Oh wait. If Rockstar Freddy says please deposit 5 coins, don't do it immediately. Wait till he's like please deposit 5 coins, cause you also want him to come as least you can, cause you might run out of fast coins and not have enough to pay him.
Bring it on.
Rigby, bring it on. Okay, Mordecai, he thinks we're slackers. You.
Suck.
Benson, you calling us slackers? And also, there are some other miscellaneous animatronics that you deal with. Helpy, it may seem like click him. Don't click Helpy unless it's completely clear. It's not worth it. You could die to Nightmarian. 2 of Nightmarian's 4 spots. No. Yeah. 2 of Nightmarian's, I think 4 spots he could possibly be in are blocking Helpy. So like that's one of them, and he could also be on the ceiling. Do not do Helpy. And also do this office because this office has a good Helpy placement compared to the other offices. And I also have Scrap Baby and Scrap Trap to talk about because they come once, and them just make sure to get rid of Scrap Trap as soon as possible. But for Scrap Baby has no limit. It's just you'll see her move and just don't go on the camera. Usually I get her when I flip down and keep the mask on for a bit, and then I get Scrap Baby, then take it off. Also, if phone guide's like down here, the mute call button, or somewhere near the camera, don't panic. If you put on the mask, that disables your ability to go on the cameras. So if you have to do something that's near a camera, put on the mask, you could still do it. Like I just mentioned with Scrap Baby, it's fine. And after that, it just comes down to managing power in the fan. So you could just watch this night. If I remember anything important that happens, then that's fine. And with that, usually people end these high modes with like 10%, 5%. Here I ended with 30% because this mode, you'll be able to manage your power really well. That's another reason why I did this setup, because, and I did these animatronics because cause your power, like I'm telling you, you won't run out of power in this mode. And here at 4 a.m., you see my temperature is getting high.
No.
Here, I already talked about what phone guy gets you, so I won't talk about that. My temperature is 120 though. Because of phone guy, I can't turn on the fan. Therefore, I cannot, I can't bring my temperature down, but whatever you can. When you have power generator on, not when you have heater, because that just completely defies it. Global music box, you'll be taking up too much power, and the only time you'll have global music box is when Music Man is there. So always do it only when power generator is on. And that's really it. And this is the point where you start panicking, like, Toy Freddy. This is the part where your mind gets on Chica and Toy Freddy. It's fine. Your mind is gonna get on that stuff. Like, you could make the smallest mistake here, or Chica or Toy Freddy could come, and they could absolutely suck. Or you could do something idiotic. If Mangle comes at 5 a.m., Mangle, usually when she comes, I'm fine. And I just press escape to exit the night. But if Mangle comes at 4 or 5 a.m., keep Mangle there. Keep going with your run. She does make noise, but that'll just mean that you have to manage your power better. And here it is.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And after that, you will have completed a very hard night, an ultimate custom night, 45-20 mode. And you'll be like me here.
Yes! 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 Oh my freaking god! Oh, sheesh! I did it! 45-20 with Foxy at 1.
If I'm in a DDLC, hell no, this is better. Oh wait, frick, I skipped.
Ooh. Sheesh! I did it!
Bro, what is controlling this? Pressure? Probably pressure. Let's go. But don't think that's the end of your abilities. Cause if you could beat 45-20, then I'll show you what you could do. So here I have Ultimate Custom Night. And I am soon actually planning on doing this mode, 47-20, but 47-20 is gonna have its own distinct strategy because not because of Foxy, because of Nightmare Balloon Boy. So if you thought I'm gonna stop at 45, I said that I'm gonna do 47. I could definitely do it. I said that I might be able to do 48, maybe, if I can. If I try hard enough. And if I want to push myself to the absolute limits, I'll do 49. Most people do this for 49. I ain't dealing with the puppet. I was able to do it in Old Friends, but that was only like 10 or 11 animatronics. I ain't dealing with the puppet. And I said I was gonna do 50-20. I doubt I'm gonna do it at this point. My goal is 49-20, but if I can't, 48. So if you try that run, and by the way, it's not gonna be like a big gap. I'm planning on start running 47 soon. So Also, something I didn't mention. Power-ups are nice here. Power-ups are also kind of essential. These two are useless. Don't use them. DD Repel. DD barely comes, and usually when she comes, she does something called a fake out because she can't add many animatronics. Where she comes, but it doesn't say new challenger appeared or new character. The worst possible characters you could get is one of these three or Plush Trap. So DD Repel, you could do it if you want. Frigid is the most useful here because I said that the fan is also very important. So yeah. So, if I come back here, around should look something like this. Sorry if the FPS is kind of bad. I don't know how to change that on OBS. Oh yeah, feel free to ask questions in the comments. I'm rusty. Also, sensitivity. Be sure, if you have a mouse that you could change sensitivity, be sure to have high sensitivity. It will help. Worst thing about having a high sensitivity, you could say, is I guess phone guy. But that you'll get used to. Rusty with this. BB wasn't there. BB isn't always going to be there. Alright, I guess it just closed down. But you get the point. So yeah. I am very happy I was thoroughly able to explain that to you. So, that is the 45-20 mode. That is how to beat it. Hopefully you could try it. It's actually kind of fun. It's boring when you're bad at it and you're rusty, like what I was doing there. But when you're getting a good run, the tension picks up and you have to concentrate. Go ahead and try it. But if you're looking to do other modes, let me know in the comments if you want me to make kind of like a starter's road, like kind of like a road, like road to 40-20, and then I'll make separate videos for 45, 47, 48, 49. I'm not gonna make a 50-20 video because I'm not doing 50-20, but I am also planning on making a video on a road to 40-20. So yeah. With all that being said, swag out.